Hello guys, happy weekend to all of you. Hopefully you've been having a good week. My week has so far been great. Yeah, it's been great, and it's been a new week so far. So in celebration of a new week, I decided to blow up the team. Yes, the team is no longer intact. It is completely blown up into smithereens. As you can see, we acquired Steve Nash, which I stupidly actually forgot to save in the wrong file, because this trading schemes take a long time to develop, so you actually have to save it in one file to see what kind of sign and trades you can do. So if, for example, you trade for Steve Nash, you trade for this player who you then trade for Steve Nash, you actually have to save an extra file to see if that will work out, and that took me a bit of time, and I actually forgot to save it. And for all you haters saying, no, you hacked it and you trade override, no, it's off. And it's always been off. You can check all other videos, it's always been off. And here are the trades I did. So basically, first I traded Mike Conley for, who's that again? Michael Conley, I didn't see, but Mike Conley and Daryl Arthur was changed for my players, Michael Kidd Gilchrist, and I forgot the other guy. I think it's Odin, yeah, Greg Odin. And then after that I traded Mike Conley and, who's that guy? Amino, I believe, yeah, Amino or Terrence Williams for Nash and yeah, Jordan Hill. And this one's another trade, interesting trade here. I traded Derek Fisher for a pick. That allows me to that pick allows a 1-star player to become now a 1.5-star player, so it's an interesting scheme there. And Blatch, everybody's expendable. And you know what, I was actually supposed to stop after getting Nash and after getting a shooting guard, which is later on Ellis, spoiler. But when you do this, it's like gambling. Not exactly gambling, but it's like investing. It's like business. You start to get into something and start to see that how far can I go? How far can you abuse the system? How far can you exploit the trade mechanics that you've absolutely turned a crapshoot into a all-star team? How far can you go? And honestly, by far, it is very addicting to do that. You see, you just go slowly, you trade all these small players, you trade these small-time 1-star players into half-star players. Those half-star players now combined turn into 3-star players, and on and on and on. And this is a very good trade here. Jordan Hill and Nick Young for a combination of Roy Hibbert and Lance Stephenson. I didn't accept the trade, but it was interesting. It was very tempting. You get a 3-star player, a very good center in Roy Hibbert, but I didn't go ahead and do that. Instead, I went ahead and checked out this trade for, who was that? It was Aaron Aflalo. Yeah, Aaron Aflalo, very good defensive shooting guard. Decided not to take it, but I'm not gonna keep him, but I took it for trade bait. And this took me, if you're interested in knowing how long it takes you to get all these trades done, it took me 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours to just get everything by trial and error. And it's unbelievable how much time I spent on this. My hands right now are sweaty and it's very hot here. And I need to bathe myself soon, because I have to go to church tomorrow. And it's 2 AM in the morning. That's how long I took to just fix everything. It's unbelievable. But you know what? It's very addicting, as I said, and hopefully you guys enjoy the fact that I've been able to turn a team, I've been able to manipulate bad players into fantastic players, and now we have like basically an all-star team. And by far, this is the strongest team I've ever had, even compared to the Never Say Die Cavs, which took 2 years, by the way, to assemble, including the draft. This took only 1 year with no draft and no rookies. That's unbelievable. Well, at least I'm very happy with what I've accomplished. And Derek Fisher, of course, the new signees I signed, and James Posey, trade for Willie Green and a pick. Well, not yet, at least. I think we will. Or no, maybe Ronnie Brewer though. Or Keith Bogans. Interesting trades here. So, when you have high overall veteran players, they actually lead to possibilities of a 1.5-star player. So I decided to go with Keith Bogans because he offers a 2nd-round pick and a 70 overall. And let's go and sign some free agents so we can free up some space for ourselves and allow us to accept more, to send out more players and accept less players. Problem is you get capped at, for example, 13 players, so you have to sign these extra filler players. And of course, who do you sign? Patrick Ewing Jr., because that guy's cool, and just like his father, deserves to get a ring. Because we are getting a ring this year. Realistically, just how strong our team is, we are getting a ring. Well, I haven't played the games yet, but we are getting a problem. And Steve Novak, of course, a good shooting player. But they're all just trade bait. And Brian Scalabrine, the White Mamba, we gotta give him more rings than LeBron, of course. So we're gonna sign him and give him a ring, as well as DJ Mabenga, the Benga Man. You know, there's Mega Man, now there's a Benga Man, because Daco Awesome commercial, by the way. He did that. He used to be part of the Lakers. He got 2 rings there. Let's give him a third, right? And we're trying to see what we can get with Steve Novak. But his overall is quite low, so in the scheme of trading, that requires that we actually give up a pick just so that we can get something for him. But here's an interesting one. Earl Watson and Jeremy Evans for Novak and the picks. That allows Jeremy Evans to actually be the next Steve Novak and get as trade bait for later. But that also allows the other guy, Earl Watson, to actually be another trade bait, as we can see here. Keith Bogus and Earl Watson, see what we can do. And John Beasley, 1/2 star player, so probably gonna take that up. Yeah, we do take that up. And interesting trade here. I hope this doesn't bore you, because I got really tired of doing this, but it was very fun because you get to manipulate and see how far you can really go. And two 1.5 star players. Let's see what we can get for that. We could actually get a lot of possibilities here, but we want to build the strongest possible and the highest overall team we can, along with the most fun playing team. And right now as we can see, we actually took Monta Ellis. And welcome back, Monta Ellis, by the way, former Never Say Die Cav member from our last franchise. That was very fun. Didn't really contribute as much as Rudy Gay, the Gayster, and the Nasty Dirk did last time, but he did contribute well, at least more than Kyrie Irving, who barely did anything in that franchise. But anyway, Leonardo Barbosa, 2 stars. Surprisingly, in real life he actually isn't worth that much. He's with the Celtics right now. He's playing very well, but he's definitely not worth that much in trade value. And J.R. Smith, of course. We do that because J.R. Smith's a genuinely good player that I considered keeping. And my voice is getting hoarse because it's quite dry for some reason. It's very hot in the Philippines, by the way, even at night. And Marshawn Brooks, we get this because we actually get, with Marshawn Brooks, you get not only a 2-star player, you get an extra player who you later use as trade bait. So you can later increase their, micromanage them and get them overall 1-up, and maybe trade them and package them to get another better player. So we accept that trade. Get Marshawn Brooks and Dante Green. Now see if we can upgrade Dante Green and get him to a higher overall. He's a small forward, so we get Chris Wilcott 65 overall. So he ups 2 points right there, and that increases his value. And of course, let's go with Jeremy Evans, just because maybe we can get something for him. Boris Dia, of course, that's one. It's only 1 up. If you think about it, that's very good because you get to let go of Jeremy Evans. And Boris Dia, let's see if we can 1-up him. And of course, we get to 1-up him. There we go. There, the name is Travis Outlaw, 67. 1-up once again. And now see Patrick Patterson, one of the steals we got a while ago, 2.5 stars. And we get him for Louis Scola. Not a bad player, very good player actually, Louis Scola. And now we trade Lillard, which feels very hard in my heart because Lillard has been a good player for us, has been one of the all-star players for us so far. But you know what, it gets addicting, we want to keep going forward. And that's what we can get. And this one's interesting because Jared Jack is 3 stars along with that 1/2 star first round pick, and we do it anyway. You know, we couldn't help ourselves, just want to keep getting better. And I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of this team, at least the players individually, but as a team, I really like now it's a fast break team. Less defense, but just one hell of a fast break team. Much more fun that way. Along with the fact that, you know, less defense equals faster gameplay, faster speed. And I prefer playing defense actually, but you still gotta play defense here because you still have 3 defensive players in Davis, Baki, and of course Andre Iguodala, still our superstar. And Randy Foy, we acquired him a while ago. Let's see what he can. And of course we're taking Tony Allen because Tony Allen's not only 1.5 star player, he's also offering us a pick. So that's a huge steal for us. And my voice is just really hoarse right now. Maybe it's deeper and sexier, of course, but I know, it's just hard. It gets hard to talk when you talk consistently because it gets a bit dry. Let's see, of course, we accept that trade for Tony Allen. Yeah. And, you know, Louis Scola, let's see what we can try to get a package here. Juana Ellis, the previously taken player, 86 overall, so along with Steve Nash's floor general tribute, so that pretty much is a beast of a team. And Tony Allen, Louis Scola, and let's see, that basically, that's, if you add all of their stars up, that's more than equal. You get actually a profit from getting Evan Turner. And now Jared Jack plus Evan Turner, let's see what we can get for him. And let's see, a lot of interesting prospects here, but the one that really stood out was this trade for This trade for Brandon Jennings. We reunite the two Bucks together and get Ersan Ilyasova back. But of course we don't want Ersan Ilyasova, we want Sean Marion. And not only Sean Marion, we're actually going to package him. We're just joking about that, we don't want Sean Marion. We want to get Jeff Green. Because Jeff Green is I'm a huge fan of Jeff Green, even now as a Celtic. We're hoping he gets out of his slump, he's in a comeback year. He's a great guy, he's come from injury. And now let's see what he can do. He's an extra half star, plus the fact that he has 2 inches on Sean Marion. And he's younger as well, has more stamina, etc, etc. And he's bigger, and he can play power forward better. And if you can see, look at how much space we took up in trading and signing. We took up like 1/4 of the total board for the whole almost half of the season. Wow, look at that. And in the trades board, we took up more than half. More than half of the trades board. And wow, my throat is so dry right now. So sorry if you hear my swallow, it's just really dry. And of course you have to readjust the minutes, because you're giving minutes to freaking DJ Mabanga. We don't want that. We're going to keep it to an 8-man rotation, and since we're a younger team now, we get to handle the stamina quite well. And we'll have to play small ball at times, but since we're playing big ball by default already, it's fine. Of course, Davis back at power forward. And they took off JaVale McGee, but why? He's such a beast, so we give him back time because the CPU doesn't know what it's doing. Clearly, I mean, just by accepting my traits, doesn't know what it's doing. And of course, Jennings, give him more time. Along with Jeff Green, give him more time. And that's pretty much it. Antonio Daniels, of course, just there to fill up minutes, as well as Travis Leslie. And we don't have any minutes left. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Next episode, we're going to have the playoffs. We're going to go right ahead to the playoffs and awards. See you guys next video. Bye.